And welcome to another production of Big Time Sports. This time it's high school softball between the Garaway Lady Pirates and the host Strasburg Lady Tigers. IVC action with big league implications as Strasburg, with a one-game lead in the IVC, a Garaway win would put them in a tie for the league lead. I'm Scott Robinson along with Jody Fankhauser. And Jody, two teams that are having very good seasons.
Yeah, both teams towards the end of the season, there's been a couple upsets, but they're coming back, and this should be a great game today.
The pitching matchup for the Garaway Pirates, they'll bring in Brooke Witter, who's 2-3 on the year with 37 2/3 innings pitched, against Carly Clark, who's been the main pitcher for the Strasburg Tigers, over 112 innings pitched, a 15-3 record, and 12 complete games. We'll come back with the first pitch of our contest today between Strasburg and Garaway in a moment, so you stay with us right here on Big Time. Back at Strasburg Franklin Park for our IVC high school softball battle between the Strasburg Lady Tigers and the Garaway Lady Pirates. The Pirates will be up first here in the top of the first inning. They'll be led off by Lisa Miller, followed by Kendra Gerber, Nikki Sheely, and the cleanup hitter will be Brooke Witter, the pitcher. The lineups, as you can see, also Alex Numbers, Roxy Mullet, April Mullet, Hallie Mast, Melissa Muma, and Caitlin Wright, the flex player for the Garaway Lady Pirates, as they have a 12-8 record coming up against the Strasburg Lady Tigers at 17-6. And Jody, you know these teams pretty well. Give us a little bottom line on the strengths and weaknesses of both teams.
Well, definitely be a great IVC matchup. Tigers are pretty strong in their hitting right now. The pitching, we got a good freshman, Carly Clark, and Garaway, they're coming along stronger towards the end of the season here. They're hitting the ball well, and they're playing together, and I'm sure they're pumped up, ready to play the Tigers today. Well,
both teams with solid records. You know, when you look at softball tradition, obviously Strasburg has it. Garaway's trying to build it.
Oh, yes, Dennis, Coach Meter's done a great job. He's getting the girls moving things around, and he's really working well with them, and you can definitely see in their play.
Yeah, Coach Bud Weisgarber's been in Strasburg 20 years plus, some state titles along the way. Certainly has really built a program here that it's almost made the village known across the state just for the girls softball.
Well, definitely. I mean, I was fortunate to be a part of that, and then the tradition, it just keeps continuing, and I'm sure the Tigers this year, you know, looking for what they are every year, to go to state.
Carly Clark will be pitching. It'll be Kylie Decker in the catcher spot. Across the infield at first base is Tina Poland. Second base, Abby Froman. At short, it's Megan Smith. Third base is Kelsey Locker. In the outfield, Tiff Herbert, Missy Smith, and Rachel Whitman. As we get ready to go here with the first batter. And that'll be Lisa Miller, the right fielder. She's batting .302. So the left-hander steps in against Carly Clark. And Clark set to deliver the first pitch of the game, and it's across the heart of the plate for a strike. So 0-1, and Clark ahead early against Lisa Miller, as she'll work quickly, and that one's going to be a ground ball to short. Over to first, and in time for the first out of the ball game. Solid fielding there by Megan Smith. Tosses it over to Aubrey Burnworth, and the Tigers have the first out here in the top of the first inning. Stepping in now, Kendra Gerber. She's a .352 batter. That one a riser for ball one.
Kendra's been having a really good year this year.
And Clark, that time, delivers a strike, evens the count at 1-1 with one down here in the top of the first inning at Strasburg Franklin Park. Big IVC game between the Tigers and the Pirates, as that's ball two, trying to entice her on that rising fastball. Clark, a solid record at 15-3. That one is going to be fouled off, and it's 2-2. Tigers, we watched them warm up, and they were just, as well as the Pirates, just solid, fielding, making the right play.
I think both teams ought to be on top of their game today, because either team can't afford any errors.
Low and outside, 3-2, full count on Kendra Gerber. And Clark ready to deliver the payoff pitch. And that is going to be outside for ball 4. So the Garaway Pirates with the first base runner of the game. They'll put Gerber on first. Nikki Sheely, the left fielder, steps in. She's batting at .396, so another good hitter for the Lady Pirates. Sheely ready to deliver and fouls it off on Clark's pitch. 0-1 the count, 1 down. The Pirates with Kendra Gerber on first. Top of the first inning on a beautiful day for softball.
Oh, it's a wonderful day. Not too hot, just right.
1-1. They looked down to Gerber. Clark thought about, rather Kylie Decker thought about throwing down there to first. Held up. And that is ball 2, 2-1. Clark struggling to find the strike zone right here. And Garaway's going to be patient enough to wait till they find the pitch they want to try and swing at.
Yep, they've faced Clark before, so they know what she's going to be bringing to the plate.
That is a solid strike. 2-2. 1 out. With Kendra Gerber at first for the Garaway Pirates. And Clark will deliver. That one's going to be low. And again, full count, 3-2. So Clark delivers, and that's going to be a foul ball. Over to the old Prestige Creative Marketing truck.
If anything close on the plate here, you got to be swinging.
Count remains full. Payoff pitch from Clark. And that is going to be high. That's another walk. And Garaway with runners at first and second and 1 out. So the Pirates with the first offensive opportunity here against Carly Clark, as she's had some trouble finding the plate here in the early going. Clark with 21 bases on balls, now up to 23 with the 2 there. As Brooke Witter swings at the first pitch for strike 1. And that fouled off. So Brooke Witter at the plate, a .433 hitter. She's the 4th batter here in the top of the first inning. Garaway with at least one more IVC battle against Sandy Valley. Not sure about the Strasburg schedule, as that one's fouled off. And out of play over the third base dugout. And it's quickly 0-2 as Brooke Witter ready to face Carly Clark again. And that just low. And it's 1-2. 1 down, Garaway with runners on first and second. Witter steps, pitch just to the inside. And the count of 2-2.
Pirates are being really patient up at the plate. They're not rushing and
that one fouled off down the left base, the third base line. And the count remains at 2-2. On deck is Alex Numbers, number 14 for the Pirates. That changeup's going to be dribbled down to short. The throw to third, and the force at third base.
It's a good play by Megan Smith. Get the lead runner.
So now with 2 down, Garaway with runners at first and second, as Alex Numbers batting .320 steps in. And you just see the dribbler down to short, and the play at third. That's low for ball 1. 2 down. Clark trying to get herself out of a jam here with a couple of walks in the top of the first here. And that foul ball evens it up at 1-1. Scott Robinson and Jody Fankhauser bringing you all the action here on Big Time Sports. Beautiful day for high school sports action as the month of May is here, and before you know it, graduation will be here and all the things that go along with that.
Oh yeah, definitely a busy time of the year.
Tournaments will be here shortly for all of these teams, as that was fouled back for 1-2 the count now with 2 out. Garaway, runners at first and second. Sheely at second, Witter at first on the fielder's choice. And that one's fouled straight back. And the count 1-2. Decker checks into the dugout, gets the signal from the bench. Relays that signal to Carly Clark. She'll fire. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and that's the third out of the inning. So 1 half inning in the books, and going to the bottom of the first. The Strasburg Tigers will send up Abby Froman, Kelsey Locker, and Carly Clark. Tina Poland batting cleanup today. So we'll see what the Tigers can do. Brooke Witter pitching today, 37 2/3 innings pitched, 2 and 3 her overall mark, and she has had some opportunities in relief as well.
If I'm pausing, I'm pretty sure the Tigers haven't faced Witter yet.
And that might be exactly why she's pitching today.
Exactly. Switch it up a little.
So the team's ready to go here to the bottom of the first inning. And now we've got Abby Froman, Kelsey Locker, Carly Clark, Tina Poland, Megan Smith, Aubrey Burnworth, Tiv Herbert, Missy Smith, Rachel Whitman, and the flex player, the catcher, Kylie Decker. So pretty easy line score there, as there were no runs, no hits, and no errors.
Mm-hmm. I have to tell you, last time Tigers and the Pirates played, I believe it was the coldest day of the year, the wind blowing, and then when you're up on that hill, it just... So this is definitely the opposite of that today.
So Abby Froman will step into the plate, the right-handed batter. Hitting .240. And she's ready to take the first pitch. Actually, Abby Froman's at .437. Misread the sheet. And that first pitch from Witter is high, ball 1. So no score here as we head to the bottom of the first inning between Strasburg and Garaway. Witter turns it over, gets the strike, and evens it up at 1-1. Both pitchers working quickly. That one is going to be hit down the right field line. And the nice catch there.
That was definitely a nice play.
But drop. Well, no, it was caught.
No.
Okay, so 1 down. Having a difficult time seeing down the right field line, but catch made. And up next, Kelsey Locker, the third baseman. And Witter with the fastball down the middle of the plate for strike 1.
Kelsey's averaging .282 for the Tigers.
The 0-1 pitch, they show bunt. And Caitlin Wright reacting quickly from the catcher's spot. It's 1-1, 1 down, nobody on for the Tigers. Ground ball is going to be cleaned up by the shortstop over to first for the second out. Nice play by Alex Numbers as she picks it up and throws out Kelsey Locker at first. 2 down, bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Carly Clark. And Clark takes the first pitch high.
Carly's averaging .338 this season.
And as a freshman, that's pretty good.
Definitely. A lot of
That one skips across, so it's 2-0. 2 down, bottom of the first inning. And that one called strike, 2-1. And Clark eyes up Witter. Witter with the delivery, fouled straight back. And it's 2-2 with 2 down. Witter's had a pretty clean bottom of the first here. Pirates threatening the top of the first, but unable to put any runs across, and that is strike 3, and that is quickly the end of the first inning. We'll take a break, come back with second inning action in a moment. Stay with us for more high school girls softball action on Big Time Sports. And ready to go here in the top of the second inning. As leading off for the Garaway Lady Pirates will be Roxy Mullet, the center fielder. She's got a .298 average. And Carly Clark will toe the rubber for the Tigers. As we get ready to go here with inning number 2. Scott Robinson and Jody Fankhauser with you on Big Time Sports. That's ball 1.
Roxy, she's one of the seniors for the Pirates.
A lot of teams with players that play more than one sport as Clark connects for the strike. Clark had an outstanding season for the Lady Tiger basketball squad. Change up that time, a little high, and it's 2-1. A 2-1 delivery, and that is in for a called second strike, so we're even at 2-2. Mullet will stand in here. And that is ball 3, and they are really watching the plate. The Pirates doing a good job of making Carly Clark earn every out. And that one is going to be fouled down the first baseline, just over the head of our ace cameraman, Mike Kamenyagi.
I believe the last IVC battle, Garaway came off a 10-inning win, 3-2 over Sandy Valley.
And that is strike 3. That is the first strikeout for Clark. Comes here in the top of the second inning. And April Mullet will stand in wearing number 13, the first baseman. .241 batting average. And the changeup early in the count failed to draw any interest, and it's 1-0 with 1 down. Lady Pirates have not had much going offensively here. This time they line it to short, gets through, and that'll be a single. And Mullet with the first hit of the game.
It's a nice hit by Mullet. Also a senior on the team.
Hallie Mast, number 16. Up next here, the right-handed batter with Mullet on first. Clark delivers. That one's going to be low, ball 1. Stepping in again will be Hallie Mash. She'll bunt down the first base line. They'll out at first, and they'll advance the runner to second. So Mullet on second, as Melissa Mumaw will step in with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runner on second for the Pirates, and that is a strike. So here in the top half of the second, there's no score between Strasburg and Garaway. Clark on the mound for the Tigers, and that's ball 1 to go with 1 strike, 2 down. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. And now Clark in charge, ahead in the count 1-2.
Definitely want to be ahead in the count.
And time the rising fastball rose just a little too much. Decker had to come out of her crouch to snag that one. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes for Carly Clark here in the top of the second inning. And swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning by Carly Clark. And the Tigers will come up to bat here next. Hey, don't forget El Ducko's Restaurant and Dairy Bar, located south of the 2 stoplights in beautiful downtown Strasburg, is unique in its very own way. Electricity is powered by windmills on still days when they're closed. This year they've added indoor plumbing, specializing in more than one item, and the food's prepared by a real Mexican in El Ducco himself. Last year they sold over 32 hamburgers. Did you know that?
Great.
Yeah, that's this year they're specializing in coaching tips, school board advisory, and city matters. Certainly you can look forward to that. And anyone wishing for free advice on these matters, you can call 330-878-5211 and ask for Duck. And thank you for your continuing support at El Ducco's.
I think we should go eat after this.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make it 34 hamburgers.
And just so everybody knows, Charlie Jones is here.
Yes,
yeah.
and Charlie would be buying our meal then.
Yeah,
also.
Well, we'll see about that. Tina Poland, the first baseman, up here. First batter in the bottom of the second inning, no score. Shows bunt, lines it down third base, just foul. Ripped it past Kendra Gerber, and just foul.
Christina's averaging 367 this season.
0-1 the count. Brooke Witter delivers. That one's just a little bit high. And it's 1-1. Really, 1 or 2 runs in a game like this really make all the differences. That one nipped down the third base line, 1-2. There's not a lot of offense, but some great pitching so far.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely going to be a battle today.
Somebody's going to have to scratch out a run. That one is pounded out into the gap. It's going to fall in for a single. And they'll bring it back in. Nobody out, so a leadoff single by Tina Poland. And that will bring up Megan Smith, as we'll have a pinch runner that'll be into the game. And that's number 23, Melissa Sibley, will come in to run. And Megan Smith steps in. Poland single. We've got the pinch runner. And now Smith, the shortstop, ready to go. See if they Megan Smith, pretty good hitter. They'd have to.
She's a big bat for the Tigers.
They'd hate to waste her with a bunt here.
Right.
It's a little bit early, only in the second inning. And that one, a little bit late coming around on it. Fouls it off down the first base line. And again, the Prestige Creative Marketing camera people in the line of fire.
Bud's definitely not going to bunt. Well, maybe. Probably fake bunt.
So 1-1 after at least what looked like a bunt attempt.
Megan's the best hitter for the Tigers, averaging 453.
Witter, time turned it over just outside, 2-1. Let's see if Bud Weisgarber will turn Megan Smith loose here with the count in her favor at 2-1. Runner on first for the Tigers, and that one is low and outside. So it's 3-1. This is what the Tigers do so well. They just work the count. They just try and eke out a run here and there. And that one foul, actually knocked up, thrown to first, double play. And that is quickly 2 down as the pop-up.
It's good play by the Garaway Pirates.
So 2 down.
Makes you feel good to get them runners off the bases.
Yeah, I thought Tigers had something going there. With 1 out, you would have thought. As Aubrey Burnworth steps in, and she takes a mighty cut at it, strike 1. So big double play there for the Pirates. And strike 2. Bottom of the second inning here. Neither team has pushed across a run. No score. As Witter fires again. That one just high, making it 1-2 with 2 down. And that one just low. You know, you get back to that double play ball. It was almost like the Tigers had on a hit and run for the pinch runner to get that far off first.
Yeah, she just got under it and popped it up, and
wasn't enough time to get back.
Right.
So 3-2, 2 down. Full count for Witter. Got the help of some solid defense, and that one hit out to center field. It's going to drop in for a single. And again, the Tigers have a runner on base. Tiff Herbert, the left fielder, steps in. Shows bunt, then steps back. Now they've got the Tigers in a rundown. They'll throw to second, and it's going to be a stolen base for Aubrey Burnworth. Tigers took a chance there, but with 2 down,
you have to take chances.
You take chances, and that may come back to prove a good call. As that one fouled off, 1-1. The count here is Tiff Herbert.
Tiff's averaging .354.
Brooke Witter solid so far here as we have nearly completed 2 innings. That's another strike. 1-2 the count. And they're going to say that's the 3rd strike. All right, little confusion on the scoreboard. Everybody kind of said, I think that's 3.
I think Tiff was hoping maybe wasn't right.
So that is the end of the second inning. We'll take a break. We'll come back with 3rd inning action. No score between Strasburg and Garaway. Stay with us right here on Big Time. And we're ready for the first pitch of the top of the 3rd inning to Rachel Whitman. Or rather, excuse me, that's for the Pirates.
Lisa Miller.
Lisa Miller back to the top of the order. The ground ball to short and the out at first.
Nice play by the Tigers because Lisa Miller is pretty quick.
Second ground out for Miller. Also had a ground out in the first inning. And now Kendra Gerber got a walk in the first inning. Clark has loosened up. That time, though, hits the dirt before the plate. And it's 1-0.
Kendra's one of the bigger hitters for the Pirates at averaging .352.
Took a swing at it, trying to almost a drag bunt. And it's 1-1. 1 down here, top of the 3rd. Clark delivers again. And it's 2-1. No score between Strasburg and Garaway. Scott Robinson and Jody Fankhauser with you. Is that going to chop to third base? The quick throw, and that is not going to be in time as Kendra Gerber with a single. Just kind of a high chopper and not enough time as good speed down the baseline for Kendra Gerber.
That's what the coach likes to see. Get that for no outs and get a runner on.
So Nikki Sheely steps in with a .396 batting average. And that one is going to be a little high. But they call it a strike, and it's 0-1. And Clark that time. Change up got away from her. And we're now 1-1. One and one, 1 down. Top of the 3rd inning. The Tigers' Carly Clark. Low, that time 2-1. Paying an awful lot of attention to Kendra Gerber at first base here with only 1 down.
And she's a tough base runner.
And Clark. The throw, the bunt, and they get the runner over to second, so a nice sacrifice by Nikki Sheely. We'll put the Pirates' Kendra Gerber at second base here with 2 out. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brooke Witter. a .433 hitter. And we'll see if she can deliver here in the clutch to help herself out. She's also pitching. So 1 ball, no strikes. With 2 down here, top of the 3rd inning. Carly Clark delivers that one inside. Gerber strays off second, but no play there. And it's 2-0 with 2 down. That one right down the middle, strike 1. Nice pitch by Clark as the take sign on for Witter.
Witter, she's going to battle up there. She's a tough player.
2-1. They'll change it up again. That has not been a real effective pitch today for the Tigers. Garaway's just been so patient trying to get the count in their favor, and they have it now at 3-1.
Yes, they've done a great job of that today.
And that fastball is going to end up ball 4 and a walk for Witter. And runners on first and second for the Garaway Pirates here with 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. As Alex Numbers will step to the plate. Grounded out in the 1st inning. And Numbers says, hey, I need a little time. I want to talk about it here, think about it, collect my thoughts. Now we're ready to go. Pivotal point in the game. Garaway a chance here. And that's going to be a fly out to short. And that's the 3rd out of the inning as the Tigers clean it up. And Strasburg will come to bat as we have no score here at the midway point of the 3rd inning between Garaway and Strasburg. And don't forget to stop in at Fro's Drive-Thru in Strasburg. You can get your after-game snacks and beverages, pop, beer, wine, propane, lottery. And you also can get the same thing with coaching tips and free advice. You can ask for Fro. And it seems like we get a lot of people in Strasburg willing to give some advice and help everybody out.
Yeah, a lot of people in Strasburg, they know a lot.
We'll just let that go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can say that because I do.
Yeah, see, that's
here, so.
yeah. So see, you can say
Yes.
that. Yeah, you're safe. Get a good picture of Fro there for you a little earlier.
Might get some comments about that later.
Yeah, you're gonna get some grief. So we're ready to go here. The bottom of the 3rd inning is the Tigers. We'll start out with Missy Smith. And Smith will come to the plate. Tigers have had a number of base runners, so have the Pirates, but nobody's been able to push a run across is what's been a pitcher's duel so far.
Both coaches have to be pleased with having the runners on, but there'll be a point where one of them will get through. And
Missy Smith takes ball 1.
Missy's averaging .292 on the year.
As Witter delivers again, ball 2. Witter working fairly quickly. It is a warm day. I mean, it could be a factor when you haven't pitched in this type of weather all season. As Witter, the 2-0 count, sends one down the middle of the plate. 2-1 the count against Missy Smith. And that swing and a miss, strike 2, and quickly the count evens up at 2-2. Nobody out here as we're just underway in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ground ball to second, over to first, and 1 out. As Missy Smith grounds out. Nice play at second base for the Pirates by Melissa Mumaw. She's able to get it over to April Mullet in time for the 1st out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Rachel Whitman at the plate takes a strike, 0-1 with 1 out. Squares around a bunt, pulls back, then drops down the bunt. It's a foul ball, and it's quickly 0-2.
Shell definitely has a lot of speed. If she gets the bunt down, we might see a runner on.
So 1 down for the Tigers. 0-2 the count against Whitman. And Witter fires it high and tight. The swing, and it's a strikeout. So back to the top of the order here for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third. It's Abby Froman.
Abby's having a great year this year. She's averaging .437.
Went around on it for strike one. 2 down, bottom of the third inning. Tigers and Pirates have played a scoreless game so far. As that one just outside. Wooder and Clark have had a whale of a pitcher's duel. They've bent a little bit, but they haven't broken.
Both teams have good defense behind them.
Change up, too high. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 down.
Definitely want to get Froman on. She's got a lot of speed and get around the bases.
That one just outside, makes it 3-1. And Froman with a hitter's count here. See if she's got the green light, and she'll foul it back. And it's 3-2. So now anything close to the plate, they're swinging. This is the biggest high school softball game in a while. I want to swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's going to put us through 3 innings of play. No score between Strasburg and Garaway. Scott Robinson and Jody Fankhauser enjoying this one as we bring it to you from Strasburg Franklin Park. We'll take a break. We'll come back with 4th inning action between the Tigers and the Pirates in a moment. Stay with us right here on Big Time Sports. And top of the 4th inning, the Garaway Pirates will start out with Roxy Mullet, April Mullet, and Hallie Mast here, as neither team has been able to push across any runs. And we have had a defensive change for the Strasburg Tigers, as thought maybe that's what they were talking about, but we'll sort that out here for you. If we can figure it out, maybe not.
We'll see if Roxy can get the Pirates going here.
First pitch ends up in and out as the quick ground ball by Roxy Mullet. And 1 down. Solid smack. Didn't result in too much as April Mullet will step in, the first baseman for the Pirates, with 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. That one's going to be low and outside. And 1-0 the count with 1 down. That one is ball 2.
Got away from her right there.
So 2-0 the count.
Mullet's averaging .241 at bat.
That one a little high, 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch by Clark. That one in for a strike. So 3-1 to count, 1 down. Top of the 4th. The Tigers trying to keep control of the Pirates here. And that one just inside, and that'll be ball 4. And that'll bring up number 16, Hallie Mast. So the Pirates with a runner on first with 1 down. See if they maybe get a little more aggressive here on the base paths. The swing and strike 1 as Clark, the nice pitch, enticed Mast to swing. And it's quickly 0-1.
Hey, how you doing? Real good. How's life?
Second delivery in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Clark seems to be a little more accurate the faster she pitches.
Look for a change coming up.
Yeah, took some heat there. See if they can get her set up here to pull the string on it. 1-2 the count, 1 down. Garaway with a runner on first here in the top of the 4th. That one inside, ball 2. So she's brought some heat. Let's see if she slows it up here. Mast, the ground ball to first base, and they get the play covered. As a nice job by Abby Froman to come over and cover first. The ground out by Hallie Mast advances April Mullet to second, and now with 2 down, it'll bring up Melissa Muma to the plate with a chance to drive in a run, and that one is going to go to the second baseman. And that should do it, and it does for the top half of the 4th inning. As that play gets cleaned up, Abby Froman involved in the action there. And at the inning split here, as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, we have no score between the Pirates and the Strasburg Tigers, and this is really, Jody, about what you'd expect.
Well, definitely. The Pirates, they have a lot more confidence this time against the Tigers, and Tigers are coming off of a IVC loss to Highland, 1-0. I don't know if that would have a factor or just both teams just coming in and they're doing a great job.
Hey, don't forget El Ducco's Restaurant and Dairy Bar, located south of the 2 stoplights in beautiful downtown Strasburg, Ohio. It's unique in its own way. You know, the electricity there is powered by windmills on real still days when they're closed. And they've added indoor plumbing. They specialize in more than one item, and they got a big sign up front. It says only 32 hamburgers sold, from what I understand. So if you want free advice, though, on matters of the village or school board, hey, don't forget to give them a call at 330-878-5211 and ask for Duck. Thanks for your support for El Ducco's Restaurants.
Everyone should have Duck in their speed dial.
Ball 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Kelsey Locker steps in. And Witter delivers. That one a strike. 1-1 the count. As Locker leads off here with no score for either team. And this game critical to both teams. That one inside, just missed her. And it's 2-1.
Locker's batting .282. So let's see if she can get something started for the Tigers.
Been really a pitcher's duel so far. As that is strike 2, 2-2. And the Witter versus Locker battle. Deadlocked with a 2-2 count. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly over to first for the first out of the ball. This bottom of the 4th inning.
Nice play by the Pirates.
Good job of the fielding there by Kendra Gerber. And Carly Clark will step to the plate with 1 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. That one, nice pitch by Witter. 0-1 the count against Clark as she steps in, waiting for the second delivery from Witter. Brooks spins, and just outside for ball 1. Nice crowd on hand for this one. Here at Strasburg Franklin Park, beautiful day for softball. That one's going to be popped up. The third baseman is there, and Kendra Gerber able to corral it, and that's 2 down. That'll bring up Tina Poland. She had a single in the 2nd inning. And we are just about through 4 innings of play here. And that one low and outside for ball 1. And you said that Brooke Witter has not pitched against Strasburg. Is that correct?
Correct.
This season's a little different look, and so far it's baffled the Tigers. As that is ball 2. And Poland will step in. Only 2 singles for the Tigers. As that one, that almost was like the Charlie Sheen HD commercial, right?
Yeah.
See what that bruise looks like in HD.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. So 3-0 the count. And that one, she connects for the strike. A good comeback after that last pitch. So Tina Poland stands in the 3-1 count. 2 out, nobody on. And the swing makes it 3-2. Witter came with a heat that time. Poland wanted to drive it and missed. Full count. And the ground ball up the middle. That's going to be good for a single, and Poland with her second single of the game.
A little slower pitch there, but she managed to wait on it and put it where it needed to be.
Tried the changeup. And Megan Smith will step in. And the ground ball to short. Over to first, and that'll clean it up. And at the end of 4 innings of play, we have no score between Strasburg and Garaway. We'll come back with the 5th inning in a moment. Stay with us from Strasburg Franklin Park right here on Big Time Sports. And don't forget, we'd like to thank Froze Drive-Thru. For helping us sponsor this ball game. Stop by for your after-game snacks and beverages, pop, beer, wine, propane, and lottery. And also for some coaching tips and free advice. Ask for Fro at Froze Drive-Thru in Strasburg. 0-1 the count as the first batter steps in again, Lisa Miller. And it's 1-1.
Back to the top of the order, and let's see if Lisa can get something going for the Pirates.
And that one foul tip, 1-2 for Miller, her 3rd attempt at the plate. She has grounded out twice, once in the 1st and once in the 3rd inning. A Garaway win puts them in a tie for the league lead. As that one down the line is going to fall in for a foul ball. Count will stay at 1-2. Long run there for the outfielders.
A nice hustle by Herbert. She almost had it.
And the pitch. That is strike 3, so a strikeout. As Lisa Miller, the first victim here in the top of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up Kendra Gerber, who's 1 for 1, including a walk. Clark delivers. The swing and a miss by Gerber. And Clark, at time high, 1-1. 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Well, these two teams have really had a battle. Neither pitcher has given in. And that was slapped down third base. It's going to be a foul ball. Tigers did a nice job moving in on it there as Kelsey Locker had it, but just a little bit wide of the third base line.
Could have went either way on that.
Clark delivers just outside, and that makes it 2-2. And Clark delivers. A line out taken by the shortstop. And that's 2 down here. Is Megan Smith with no problem. And stepping in is Nikki Sheely, the left fielder, with 2 down and nobody on. That one in for a strike. Nice changeup.
Sheely's having a good year. She's batting .396.
And that one inside. Ball 1. 1-1. 2 down. No score between these two as another grounder to short. Quickly over to first. Close play, but it's an out, and that takes care of the top half of the 5th inning. And we have no score with the Strasburg Tigers ready to come to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. And so no score. Now strategy starts to come into play, doesn't it, Jody?
Oh, definitely. The defense, they have to keep on top of their game because if one ball gets through anywhere, it could make the difference in the game.
Don't forget that we'd like to say thanks to the fine folks at Prestige Creative Marketing for putting together this production here at Strasburg Franklin Park. Jason Johnson directing. And the camera folks, Mike Kaminyagi along the first base line, Bob the Hammer Hanner along the third base line, and Siobhan McMillan all the way out in center field, and our fine buddy Aaron, who's doing the graphics today. So we're ready to go here. Tigers will start out with Aubrey Burnworth, and that one is a strike. So bottom of the fifth inning. And something's got to give here, as neither team has really found a real scoring threat.
Both teams are getting the runners on. It's just
both teams
are pushing the ball in the hole.
Nobody's got a runner to third, and that one, the grounder back to the mound. And the first out, as it's fielded cleanly there by Brooke Witter. And that'll bring up Tiff Herbert. And Herbert takes the first pitch, ball one. 1-0 the count, one down. Nobody on for Strasburg. And that one is sent out to center field, and it's handled for the second out of the inning. Nice catch out there by Roxy Mullet. One of the few balls hit to the outfield. And there's two down in the top of the fifth inning. And we've got Emmy Hensel. He is in.
Emmy's batting .240 on the year.
And she takes a strike, 1-1.
Maybe looking to slap bunt here.
Two down, 1-1 the count, nobody on. And Hensel pushes it down the first base line, gets the tag, and that's the third out of the inning. So that is the completion of the fifth inning. We'll take a break. We'll come back with inning number 6 in a moment. No score between Strasburg and Garaway. Stay with us here on Big Time Sports. And top of the sixth inning as Brooke Witter, the cleanup hitter for the Pirates, steps in, swing and a miss to open the inning. Carly Clark has done a good job. Both teams really only, I believe, 3 hits for the Tigers and only 2 hits for the Garaway Pirates. That one down to third base, drop. Witter down the line, is going to be safe. And that's going to be an error on Kelsey Locker. And that'll put Witter on. So the Pirates with something going on here in the top of the sixth inning. And it'll be Alex Numbers, number 14. And the bunt laid down is going to go foul as they try to move Numbers over, or rather Witter over.
It would have been nice, just a little bit, a couple inches. I've been nice bunt to move the runner.
I don't think it's the last time we're going to see a bunt attempt.
Oh, no.
So Witter at first, Numbers at the plate, 0-1 the count. See if she tries to lay another bunt down. This time she does, right in front of the plate. They go to first. They'll get one out there, and they advance the runner to second as we start to play small ball here.
Nice play by the Tigers, and way to hang on at first base.
So Witter advances to second base. And that'll bring up Roxy Mullet, batting .298. She is struck out and grounded out, as it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for the Pirates. That'll be Sam Mascotti. That will run for Brooke Witter. So one down. The Pirates with a runner on second, and Roxy Mullet at the plate.
Scotty, she's a good base runner, real aggressive.
Carly Clark's gone all the way for the Tigers. And that one to the outfield's going to hit the gap. Is it going to be enough to score? Mascotti, they're going to throw it in. They're going to hold up the runner. And she would have scored had they set her. And we'll see how big of a decision that comes out to be, as we've got a second and third situation, as Mullet able to take second on the throw to the plate. And boy, that's one of those times you take the chance or don't you. And
right there, if she caught the ball, you know, she'd be out. And right now you still, you know, with one down, you still a couple batters coming up.
Throw was offline, and now we'll see what happens. As up to the plate will be April Mullet, batting .241. Tigers have a little huddle at the mound there to get their defense set.
Get them sent, possibly run a
they're going to have to
play, or
yeah, they're going to have to probably come home here, I would think, in the 6th inning if they get a chance. As that one's going to be dropped, they'll go to back to third, and they're going to get the runner at third, it looks like. A nice pickoff play as Mascotti was there. Let's take another look at it. Jody called it. You know, they put the play on. Carly Clark looked like she was going to go to first. Garaway tried to bring the runner up the line to sneak in and score, and Clark went back to third. Well, I wish I would have seen it, but
well, the runner.
Garaway's
on those plays all the time, and it proved effective there.
So at second base remains Roxy Mullet. And you can't tell me there are too many teams in the state of Ohio that work on that play. A ground ball, Clark's going to snag it. That's going to get the Tigers out of the jam here in the top of the 6th inning. And boy, you go back and you look at where they held up the runner at third and didn't take the chance. And that might be the difference in this ballgame.
Quite possibly.
Hey, don't forget, El Ducko's Restaurant and Dairy Bar, located south of the 2 stoplights in beautiful downtown Strasburg. It's unique in its own way, as the electricity's powered by windmills on still days that they're closed. They've added indoor plumbing, and they specialize in more, and I mean more, than one item. And the food's prepared by a real Mexican and El Ducko himself. Last year, the big sign on front said 32 hamburgers sold. This year, they continue to specialize for about the 30th year in coaching tips and school board advisory, as well as Village Matters. Anyone wishing for free advice on those matters, please call 330-878-5211 and ask for Duck. And thanks for your support of El Ducko's Restaurant.
Now, were those 32 hamburgers just duck, what Duck ate, or?
I was thinking that might be it, yeah.
That's where maybe we got that number.
Maybe. So the Garaway Lady Pirates had a chance there, and we'll come back to that in a moment as they'll start with Rachel Whitman. And 0-1 the count. And that one low and inside for ball 1. 1-1. Tigers batting in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody has scored in this one. And it's just like you're waiting for something to happen, and it just hasn't happened so far, as that one gets away from Witter. And it's 2-1.
Both teams are on top of their game thus far.
Teams playing well. And you just have a feeling it might be decided by a mistake at some point. And you look at the pickoff play there at third base. That's kind of a tough play to lose out on, but you lost a real opportunity there. 2-2 the count. And Witter sets. Just kind of lobs it in there. Didn't quite get enough height on it, and it's 3-2. 3-2, nobody out. And that is high for ball 4. So the Tigers start the inning with a walk. And that'll bring up Abby Froman. See if the Tigers will go to the bunt here and move the runner along.
Tigers are in a good position, top of their order, and they got a lot of speed on the bases.
Great bunt by Froman. The throw to first, and they'll get the runner there. But the sacrifice advances Rachel Whitman over to first or second base.
That was a nice play by the Pirates. Froman's pretty quick on the bases, and that was a nice bunt.
So Kelsey Locker steps in. That one's going to be popped up. Shortstop there to make the play. And quickly 2 outs for the Garaway Pirates. And Carly Clark will step to the plate with a chance to help her own cause here. As there's 2 down. Bottom of the 6th inning, and a runner on second. They run, and they're calling it safe at third. So the stolen base for Rachel Whitman. Now on a pass ball, you got another opportunity to score if something would happen, a misplay. And Clark now with any type of hit scores a run. And that's 1-1 with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Clark's averaging .338.
But there's no bigger at bat than this one, as that one fouled back to make it 1-2. Last chance here for the Garaway Pirates in the top of the 7th inning. They trail 5-0 as Carly Clark on to try and close it out with another complete game.
Tigers definitely have momentum, but the Pirates can come back and do the same thing.
Nice hit to center field, and that is the first out as the Pirates fly out. And that was caught out there by Rachel Whitman.
We're back to the top of the order with Lisa Miller.
And Miller has been 0 for 3. This is going to be a ground ball to short. Scooped up by Smith over to first. And a ground out, 2 down quickly here in the top of the 7th inning. The Tigers playing with a lot of confidence as Kendra Gerber will step in. She's had one of the limited number of hits here against Carly Clark. And she'll foul the first pitch off. Oh and 1, 2 down. Top of the 7th inning. Strasburg leading at 5-0. Scott Robinson and Jody Fankhauser bringing you all the action. As that one high and outside. Evens the count up and 1-1. Clark delivers, ground ball to the short, over to first, and that is your ball game as the Strasburg Lady Tigers are going to pick up the 5-0 victory. We'll come back and wrap it up for you from Strasburg Franklin Park in a moment, so stay with us right here on Big Time Sports. Some late inning dramatics have put the Strasburg Tigers in control of the IBC softball title as they defeat Garaway 5-0 at Strasburg Franklin Park. Both teams scoreless through 5.5 innings of play, and then in the bottom of the 6th inning, a 2-out single by Carly Clark plated the first run of the game. They went on to score 4 more times in the inning, and they come up with that 5-0 victory. And very impressive, though. I was impressed with the Pirates. They hung in there, maybe ran out of gas just a little bit toward the end, but certainly were very competitive against the Tigers.
Definitely the score wasn't reflective of how the game went, and the Tigers, they gave the Tigers a run there.
So that is going to do it from Strasburg Franklin Park as the final score, the Strasburg Lady Tigers defeat the Garaway Lady Pirates 5-0. For Jody Fankhauser and the rest of our Big Time Sports and Prestige Creative Marketing crew, I'm Scott Robinson saying so long, everybody.